it seems like the parties that just never ends. And it's just that we just have to make a decision and about our health. So it's like there's always a celebration, and whether it's at work or at home or in the family, it's like you try to start a diet, you want to improve your health, but it's always coming. And I remember when the family was celebrating, they were having a party, but I made up my mind that I had to follow through. I had to do my diet. So while everybody were enjoying their nice meal, and I locked up myself in the room. So, and sometimes it's just that what we have to do. But I'm not saying that I'm not going to enjoy a nice little party here and there and enjoy some of the meals. But when it comes to back to back party, it gets really frustrating. So it's like, some of the stuff is really good. When you have the candies, when you have the muffins, things like that, a little bit of coffee. Just talking about coffee, coffee can really affect your sleep. So I'm gonna have to do whatever it takes to stop drinking coffee, because when I make that decision to go with the sugar diet, and then but and I would start craving coffee. But even though I put sugar in my coffee, but the problem what I get, even if I drink 1 cup of coffee and per day, but I end up it's like usually I would go to sleep early, but when I drink coffee, I just don't really feel as sleepy. And then I still wake up at the same time. And then I just it's not the same. It's like I don't get my full sleep. And then also by eating a fatty food, then I feel a little bit insulin resistant. And it's like I feel like I'm not feeling my full energy. But like this morning, what I did, I ate a big container of watermelon, and what I did, I added about 4 teaspoons of sugar in there, and my energy kind of felt pretty high. So it's like you know, I need to transition my energy into sugar instead of coffee. You know, so let's really talk about coffee. That's my experience when I drink coffee. I have more energy, and but you know they say that when you drink coffee, what it does, it causes you to produce adrenaline. That's how that energy that you're getting is because of that. But you really need to get your energy from the sugars that you eat. But what happens if you're eating the fatty food? The fatty food causes insulin resistance, which prevents the sugar from entering the cells. So because your insulin have difficulty because of the fat, the fatty food, and it's preventing the insulin from opening the cells. And so after I finish eating a fatty food, I just feel like I don't have my energy. I feel drained. I feel, but when and but when I cut fat and I don't eat fat and I just eat sugar, I feel like I have my energy. But at the same time too, I feel like when I cut coffee, I get a better, deeper sleep, and then my body is able to burn more fat, and I become more insulin sensitive. So it's not just you have to cut out the fat, but also you have to cut out the sugar, because I mean not the sugar. It's not just that you have to cut out the fat, but you have to cut out coffee, because coffee will hinder your sleep. Because as you are inputting sugar, because this is sugar, you know, it basically it's. I heard somebody mention today on YouTube that sugar is like a superfood. So a superfood have a tendency of not only just give you the energy, but also helps you detox, it cleanses you. So you become sensitive in a way. So it's like even if you drink 1 cup of coffee, I mean, I would say 1 glass of coffee, because my cup is like is a 16-ounce size, and even if I do it early in the morning, but I still feel the effect of it, because it makes me feel much better throughout the day. And then, but in the evening, if I would go to bed like around 8 o'clock or 8:30, and I have difficulty to go to sleep, and until about like 9:45 or maybe even 10 o'clock. But still, when I wake up the next day, I just feel tired, because I wake up at about 4:30 in the morning. So coffee has to go.